Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Sailorette.Plans. I'm Jessica. Thank you so much for joining me here today. And today I have a plan with me using these stickers from Mushieworks. This is the Tiana's Palace sticker set along with the Mermaid in the Moss. So if that interests you, keep watching. So I'm really excited to dive into my March monthly. I know that I am editing this mid-March. I always try to either film early and try to get this up earlier, but it just never seems to work out, and I really apologize for that. But I'm trying to show you this sticky note that I did do a pre-plan for this. So if you are interested in what kind of spreads I'll be making for the month of March, you can definitely click on the pre-plan with me for the month of March. I'll have that linked in the description box down below or over on the top right hand corner. But I am using this scrapbook paper. I did show you a close-up of the details of it, and I thought it really complemented the sticker set very well from Mushieworks. I feel like Mushieworks stickers and color palette in general tends to be on the soft side, so I definitely thought that this would be this blush pink tone would be really beautiful. I wanted it to be a green and pink because the princess is pink and the frog is green, so I wanted to have pink blushes as the tones, the predominant tones of the spread. So once I did kind of tear the scrapbook paper up a little bit and place them on each of the corners, I am now then taking my boxes from Mojo Jojo Plans. This one is my all-time favorite from Mojo Jojo Plans, which is the pastel boxes. This is my #1 used sticker book from Mojo Jojo, and I feel like it's the most versatile, and I have multiple copies. I did make a video about that, which sticker books I have more than one copy of. It's a little bit older, but if you do want to see that, I'll also have that linked in the description box down below. I'm also pulling out the spring boxes, and I love this beautiful true pink in the back. It's supposed to be Easter inspired, but you don't obviously have to use stickers as they are supposed to be intended. You could make them work for you. So I'm doing a little bit of layering action here with my boxes, and I am mostly starting off with function. Typically I don't start off with function when I am planning, but always for monthlies they are extremely functional for me, so I have to start with boxes because then I'll be able to know where I could put the stickers down, the decorative stickers down. So how do I determine the size boxes? I definitely go a lot more with event, so what is going on that day, and if I know I'm going to be writing a lot in that box, I tend to go for a little bit bigger size box. I also am placing them down in a way that I can see the dates. Not that it totally matters to me, if I cover up one date, it's fine, because deductive reasoning will let you know, will tell you 15 comes before 16 and so on and so forth. So that's kind of what I'm doing. And then for interest, I also like to use different size boxes. I go for the smaller square, the quarter size, and the thinnest size. The thinnest size is my most preferred for monthlies, but like I said, it just really depends. I tend to use the thin ones for birthdays, so the things that I have currently noted are releases that are coming up in the month. I like to note when the full moon is happening. So it already happened on the 13th. It was called the Worm, Crow, and/or Sap moon. I don't know which moon it's really called for the month of March, but I also note, besides birthdays, just anything that happened throughout the month, lives and things like that that I want to be a part of, etc. So those are the dates that I like to write down. And yeah, I like to work with varying sizes and different colors. I definitely want to make sure that the colors are balanced. I know that it's a little bit harder to achieve balance between sides, both sides of on a monthly, because your life events aren't always going to be balanced, so on paper it's going to look a little different. So sometimes for this reason I do add fake boxes. And what do fake boxes mean? it just means that I don't have a real purpose for that box. I just have it there as a placeholder to kind of act as a balancing purpose for color or sizes. So I don't actually have any fake boxes for the month of March this time. I know that there's definitely a lot more boxes on the left-hand side than there are on the right. So that doesn't really bother me because that just means I could be a little bit more decorative happy, and it's been working out for me thus far. So that 13th there, I did use like a larger size. That's the only box that I use like that's larger than the other squares because there's a lot more happening on that date that I wanted to note, which was the Rongrong spring lunch that happened as well as the full moon. And now I am taking out some of these loose sheets from Mojo Jojo Plans. There are like backup peach ones from, I believe it was the spring 2.0 or summer 2.0. I'm not exactly sure, but I was so in love with this like peach set that I knew I needed to get like backups, and at the time when I ordered them, some of the individual sheets were like already sold out, and I was there like early for those sheets. But I really love the peach colors, so I have predominantly a bright pink, a lighter pink, a soft green, a purple, and like a peach color. And I think those colors are very complementary to the stickers itself. And you will see that I take such a long time to put boxes down, you guys. I struggle pretty hardcore with like putting them down straight the first time. So if it ever appears to you on the screen that I put boxes down straight right away, it's because I've edited out the amount of times that I have to pick up the boxes and put them back down. So yes, also a note, like if you're not like a box person, I get it, because boxes aren't even like a necessity. I know we like to call them functional because they are functional, right? But personally, I don't feel like they are a necessity, right? Especially if they're not your style. I do like to have boxes though because they add so much more dimension to your page. Otherwise, it'll just look like really flat and one-dimensional, which is okay, right? But because I am a severely heavy, fun, decorative planner, I love to add me some boxes. And sometimes boxes can be like restricting, you know what I mean? So anyways, I think I've talked long enough about boxes because this section is all about me putting boxes down and trying to balance them and so on and so forth. Right now I'm currently adding that box there on the 20th because the Snow White musical is coming out, and also spring officially begins and fall officially begins for me in the Southern Hemisphere. But that doesn't really mean anything because it's really, really hot at the moment. But anyway, so last night I did watch the movie The Princess and the Frog, you know, with Tiana. I didn't realize that the movie came out in 2009, which really was not that long ago, but I had been meaning to watch the movie for a long, long time now. And because I made this like spread with Tiana, I decided to like watch the movie last night by myself. Oh, by the way, if you see me taking forever or like removing the scraps, is because I off camera a little bit, I am using like the Tombow runner's tape or whatever to like put tape on the back of the scrapbook paper, and then I'm actually like pasting them now on the corners. I'm a little bit off camera for some of it, and I am trimming the excess off because, you know, we don't want all that stuff hanging. But let me just say, I adored this movie. I couldn't remember the character's name. So her name is Lottie. Her nickname is Lottie, and her first name is Charlotte. Don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything if you haven't seen the movie. I'm just talking about characters, and I'm sure a lot of us are familiar with the Princess and the Frog theme in general or as a whole. But I thought her name was Dottie. Close enough, but it's Lottie, short for Charlotte, which I thought was so, so cute. And I really love her character. There I am pulling up the sticker, Lottie. She's so fun, and I loved how like herself she was in the movie. And of course, Tiana being the star and the princess of the movie, I love that she's very hardworking and how like she never gave up on her dreams, and it's okay to allow yourself to fall in love and be able to like work hard for your dreams at the same time. Like you can do both. So I really love the message overall of the movie. I don't know, it just makes me want to like go to New Orleans and visit. I love the jazz scene and Mardi Gras, so I think it'll be really fun to visit. If you have been to New Orleans, or New Orleans, however you want to pronounce it, let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to hear all about your adventures, and let me know what like the one thing you would like to do while there. So I am now putting I'm putting Tiana down, and then I also used some washi tape to kind of jazz up the box there. I tend to do that a lot. I use washi tape on the tops of boxes to add a little bit of interest, a little bit more decor, something fun to make the boxes pop even more. I did struggle pretty hardcore, you guys, with removing these stickers. I don't know if it's because I've had them for a long time now, but I don't know what it was, but it took a very, very, very long time to remove the stickers from the sticker sheets. I don't know if it was like a cutting issue or something, but I was trying to be really, really delicate because I didn't want to, you know, ruin the sticker in and of itself. So I was mustering up all the patience in the world to remove the stickers. Some of these stickers are digital, you guys, though, so I don't think Tiana is available digitally, but some of the Mermaid and the Moss stickers for sure are available digitally. I am a digital rep for Mushieworks, but unfortunately at this point in time, I do not have a rep code to offer you guys. I think it's just that Kaylee, the owner of Mushieworks, is kind of running a little bit behind on her shop and has been having a lot of life events happen to her. So if ever I know of my code to use, like a discount code that you could use, I will have that linked in the description box. I don't make any kind of like commission from it or anything, but it's nice to be able to offer my audience a discount code when I have one available, right? Whether I make any commission off of it or not. But I love these fireflies, and I thought that these fireflies were perfect because in the movie there is a scene that involves fireflies, and one of them, the main firefly, his name is Ray, and short for Raymond, Raymond as he says, and I love all the French influence in the movie too. So anyways, I'll like you pick them up later. And there's like this instrument, I guess it's called like the harp, right? I'm not exactly sure what this instrument is called, but I thought it would go really, really great on the upper right hand corner. I am, like I said, struggling. You're going to see that a lot. I'm going to be struggling quite a bit. But since we're talking about instruments, I thought I'd play a little bit of music here for you to enjoy some bluegrass jazz. Hit it. All right, I really hope that you enjoyed that little ditty. I thought it was so cute. I definitely like the rest of the music, but maybe I'll play it a little bit more throughout. But so I take a little bit of time here to decide what kind of sticker to use next. I was actually really debating to use that Tiana Palace sticker, and then I put it down because I got distracted and I thought something did not look right on that left-hand corner. Like the boxes were looking real crooked. So I fixed the pink box and it still didn't look right. So I leave it alone, and then I'll eventually come back later and realize that the culprit was actually the green box on the top. You can tell that the green box on the top was crooked. So now I'm like shuffling through my stickers, and I really like this like cute little sign that says Tiana's Palace, because in the movie Tiana dreams really big about opening her own restaurant. She is a very hard worker. She's very driven. She wants to have her own place. The flyers actually throughout most of the movie say Tiana's place, but by the end of it, it actually showcases Tiana's palace. So I was trying to like incorporate the actual palace in and of itself that Kaylee drew, but it was just too big and I could not fit it in, and I didn't want to cut it down or anything like that. So now I'm like readjusting some crooked boxes as I'm noticing them, and now I'm putting down finally Raymond the firefly. He is so cute, you guys. Tell me why I actually kind of cried a little bit at the end of the movie. Something happens where it really like gets to me, and it's just like such a little movie. I'm like, why did this tug at the heartstrings? Like, if you watched it, you know what I'm talking about. But I love his little love story, and it's like he's kind of a little delusional in a way, and he's just such a little bug with such a big impact that it really touched my heart, you guys. So I had to add him. And this quote that I'm putting next to Tiana, it says, "Ma belle Evangeline," and that is Raymond's or Ray's love is this star in the sky, the brightest star, and he thinks is a firefly, which is so cute, you guys. But I didn't want to, like, nobody wants to like burst his little bubble and tell him like that's a star, not another firefly. But now I'm just adding like little touches. I add this floral pieces here. I added a purple one on the left and a pink one on the right. But I actually wish that I had switched the colors. I feel like the pink should have been on the left and the purple should have been on the right. But you know what? It's okay. It's all right. So I'm adding this frog from the Mermaid in the Moss sticker collection that she came out with last year, which is also available digitally if you're interested. And I thought that was a really nice touch because most of the movie is set in the bayou of New Orleans, where Tiana and Prince Naveen, who are both accidentally turned into frogs because of a curse, they like are on this like mission throughout the bayou to turn themselves back into humans. So I felt like, you know, true to the theme, Princess and the Frog, I felt like I needed to add some frogs and some lily pads and make it look more like pond-like and swampy kind of. And I really, really wanted to work in this like mirror for some reason with like pearls dangling on it for some reason. I don't know, but I made it work and I put it on the left hand side. Now I'm adding some amazing little fireflies. I love these like little touches. They just add so much to the page to like fill it up, and adding like small little details of like lily pads here and there as well. And now I'm just trying to like decide what else to add, and I just continuing adding some more fireflies wherever I can on the page. I also did break out the Happy Planner Princess sticker book to see what I could add. So that's where like that little book that I placed on the 25th. And then I also took this quote out of the Happy Planner sticker book that says, "Always believe in yourself." And I am now also using this quote from Happy Planner, "Trust the timing of your life." That's kind of more something personal for me. It just like stood out to me, and I just feel like so much is going on currently in my life that I feel like things happen for a reason, right? There's always things happening. So I just felt like this quote really spoke to me on a deeper level, so I really wanted to like highlight that. So I am fussy cutting it out of the sticker book, and I am going to trim all of the excess clear sticker off of the sticker itself, off the quotes, and I'm going to line them on the top. So I'm just like trying to see if I want to make sure to have it on the very, very top of the planner, or if I just want it as a quote somewhere. But ultimately, I just decide to have it as a statement piece at the very, very top of the planner. And yes, I realized that it is a little bit crooked, and I just let it be because I was tired of like putting stuff down like super crooked this day. Like I'm normally not perfect, okay, but this day was like pretty bad in terms of like not putting a single sticker down on straight. So anyways, so the movie itself was so cute, you guys, and I highly recommend it. It's not my first time that I've watched it, but it is the first time I watched it in a very long time, so I definitely highly recommend that you do so. It is super cute. I love that the message overall is about the power of perseverance, dreaming big, and believing in yourself. It's really about working hard. Like that is like Tiana's motto, is like work hard. No magic, no shortcuts. Like the key to achieving your dream is to always work hard. And I really, really, really feel for that message personally, because nothing in my life has ever come to me like very easily. Everything that I've ever wanted, I had to always work extremely hard for it. Like I was never gifted in school. I always had to like study so much harder than other people, because for some reason it just was really a struggle for me in school. And till this day, in order for me to like teach myself something, learn something, I have to really, really, really work for it. It doesn't always come very easily to me. So I love the message overall of the movie. I also love the setting in which it's at, like in New Orleans culture. It just adds like so much Southern charm, you know, and like warmth, and it really does celebrate a lot of like personal growth and love, and it's really so magical. And the story overall really does teach you about determination and staying true to yourself in order to lead like a really happy and successful life. So I highly recommend that you watch it. But back to what I'm doing here. So I like to tear up some of the washi tape here to add kind of like some scrapbooky effect. I like that it's like, I don't know, it just looks like scrapbooky, you know. So I do that from time to time, and because I don't like how straight the edges are, you know what I mean. So, and I know what you're thinking, it's like, why are you putting a box down and then putting stickers on top of the box? Doesn't that defeat the purpose of its functional purpose? Well, yes, a little bit, but I sized up a little bit on some of these boxes so that I could intentionally dress them up a little bit. And I also do tend to write a little bit small for that sense. And now I'm adding some of the finishing touches, you guys. These fireflies, I do go and like cut them off camera, but that is everything, you guys. If you enjoyed this plan with me, this long overdue plan with me, Sailorette, please give this video a thumbs up if you really enjoyed it. If you want to see more content from me, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button. I do have a Mushieworks haul that I wanted to show you for the longest time, but I will have that posted as soon as my rep code is available, because I show you my amazing rep sheet on there as well. So make sure you hit subscribe so that you stay tuned for all future videos that are coming out on my channel. And let me know if there's anything that you want to see on my channel. I would also really appreciate it if you commented down below. And that's everything for me. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to catch you on the next one. Bon voyage!